opportunity to do some research into your company. You hired us, the Bs, and I guess I should introduce us. My name is Sean, Hoa, Yung, and Wesley.
Hello.
And we are Bs Consulting, your external consulting firm. And as I said, you had hired us to investigate an issue that you were experiencing that was you had wished to gain more insight into having your employees provide more innovative ideas. Now, we've analyzed your company. We spent the last few days analyzing your company, doing research, and what we found is that there are cultural differences, there are hierarchical relationships, so you have employees that may be anxious to submit ideas to their superiors, and this may be based on Vietnamese culture. This is why there's a discrepancy between the Vietnamese and other geographical regions. Also, the structure of the idea submission, we weren't quite clear on how that was happening. We couldn't follow an idea from its inspiration into its submission. So that was kind of nebulous. And then we finally looked at employee incentives and KPI. So we found that there was no KPI for innovation, and there was no KPI for submitting ideas. So this got us thinking, how can we rectify this? And we brought your problem into our own problem statement, which was, how can we create a structure and environment at K&N that fosters innovation? So to answer these differences, or to answer this question, we focused on the cultural differences that existed, and one of the cultural differences that we thought was the intimidation that an employee might experience, the discomfort of submitting an idea, and just the lack of motivation for the employee. And we wanted to reverse these feelings. So in reversing these feelings, we wanted to look into the Vietnamese culture and find out what interests them. And the Vietnamese, through our research, they enjoy playing games, they enjoy taking smaller risks for larger rewards, and they really enjoy a lottery type system. So we thought, how can we incorporate these things that the local geographical Vietnamese enjoy, and how can we incorporate this into an idea submission system? And that's how we got the innovation jackpot. So I'll give you more information on the innovation jackpot in a few minutes, but first we want to give you a visualization into how your company is currently dealing with its ideas. We want to follow an idea life cycle from start to finish, as it currently stands.
All right, I got this great idea, hey? This is gonna improve the air freight department greatly. Need to submit right away. Hi boss, I got a great idea today.
What's up?
Look at this figure, right? If we're gonna do this, and it will increase.
Look at what? You look at this shipment. What did you do? I have to solve it now. Come on. I
That
don't
is
have
good
time
idea.
for you.
Oh, okay, boss. All right. Okay. See you.
This idea was inspired but never delivered. Another scenario.
All right. Check, check, check. Hey,
Hey,
check.
Wesley, what you doing?
Doing report, boss.
Oh my god. Do you see my checklist I sent you this morning? Have you done that before for me?
Yes.
Come on. Give me the result. Final. Before lunch today.
But I have no idea about it, sir.
You got the idea how to solve it?
This afternoon?
Yes.
Can I do it tomorrow, sir?
Tomorrow again? Oh my god, tomorrow guy. Come on.
Oh, okay, okay.
This idea was never generated, it wasn't delivered tomorrow, and it was never delivered.
All right. Finally, got the idea. Why not? Gonna submit again. Here you go. Submit. He needs it. Okay, boss.
Oh, Wesley, how are you doing today?
Good. Your
What you
requested.
got for me?
This is a report you requested. This is a great idea. I hope
Wow.
you can take it.
Looks cool.
Aha. Yeah.
But, hey, just wait a second.
Sorry, sir.
I need to go to a meeting. Oh, come on.
Okay.
This idea was picked up by the janitor and never submitted. So, as you can see, this is some insight in how things are currently happening at K&N. Ideas are not making it to the people that are making decisions on the ideas. So, all these ideas perish early, but rest assured, our solution, the innovation jackpot, has all the, has the mechanisms to fix this system. So, the innovation jackpot, I'll just discuss briefly what it is. It is a monthly contest where individuals have the opportunity to submit any ideas that they have to a central system, and that central system has an algorithm where these ideas are filtered, similar to what our colleagues had done, and they're filter out the bad ideas, not so much the bad ideas, but the bad submissions. So we're not going to judge too much on the ideas, we're going to judge on the submissions. Now, how do these ideas get filtered? Well, we have an application that goes on your phone, we have an application that goes on your computer, the employee's computer, and anyone from lower level workers to upper level management can submit an idea. Now, we're doing this on an individual basis, and at the end of every month, we tabulate the number of ideas. We want to generate the number, and we want to generate quantity and the quality of ideas. So we have 2 jackpots. One jackpot is strictly for quantity. We want to get the action of introducing ideas flowing for the Vietnamese, and then we also wanted to generate a quality jackpot. So the quantity jackpot will be measured, and at the end of every month, the quantity jackpot will be doled out to the person who submitted the most ideas. The quality jackpot will be judged by the panel that you guys currently have set up at KNN, and this jackpot will be doled out when an idea is actually implemented. So we want to give you an idea of how the system will work after it's been implemented. And so for that, we've done another visualization exercise.
All right, good idea. Submit.
What's
Fantastic.
What you doing? What's
Boss,
the job done for me?
boss,
Hey, I see you jackpot. Are you playing games?
no, it is not game. It is the company newly launched app for innovation idea.
Wow,
Look at that.
I didn't
This is our screen, like office screen. You see, I'm here at the moment. I submit the number of ideas there,
Oh, come on.
and I'm gonna win this
Wow,
jackpot
what
at the
did
end
you
of the
do?
month.
Well, I didn't know that. Tell me. Show
Okay,
me.
it's very easy. You go in on App Store or Google,
Wow, it's
Google
nice.
Store. You just download it, and if you get any idea during the day, even in your toilet time,
Wow.
just submit it. Press
Oh,
go.
sounds easy to use.
It is. It is. So you should try it. Everybody should try it. It's very easy. And then-
Everybody in the company can use it?
Oh yes, absolutely. As
Wow.
long as you want to participate and you win the jackpot on that one,
Interesting. Would go
well, you
for-
get the recognition, company-wide recognition, and then every month we got a new topic. If you're the topic of, let's say, how to improve the toilet, let's say, well, pop it up. We're gonna comment on it, and then we're gonna give idea, save paper, save
Yeah,
water, and
from
so on and so
normal
forth.
situation
So,
to everything from to the management would be perfect. Great.
Yes, because I'm gonna do it, because I
Wow.
know 11 days to go, so I'll do it.
Oh,
Is
you
that
get
okay?
money from that too?
Oh yes, absolutely.
Oh,
Absolutely. There's a
really?
reward every month for every topic.
Show me later. Oh, yeah.
Sure.
Next, we have a conversation between an IT manager and an HR manager.
Hey, you.
Hey Yung, how you doing?
How good? Thank you. And you?
Haven't seen you in a while. Have you
Yeah.
seen this new innovative idea that's come out, this new app that's just driving ideas like crazy? I'm getting I used to get no submissions, and I'm getting so many submissions now.
Sure. It's really a great idea, a great solution. Have you tried it?
I have, but I'm interested to know because I'm scared that I'm going to get too many ideas, and I don't know what to do with them. Like it's too hard to filter them. What can you do in IT to help me?
Okay. The system is so smart. They have the capability to build your own rule and the algorithm to help you to filter what is the good, what is the better, and even the best idea. And it can even give some kind of analytic capability. You can do the statistic, you can group idea by people, idea by department, or idea by category. It's up to you.
Wow, that sounds very easy to use.
Sure.
I'm also worried a little bit about the security. Like, what would happen if someone got into all our ideas and took all our personal information?
Oh, good question. As an IT manager, that's the first concern I have to take care of. Okay, this system is built on a cloud technology, and it is hosted outside external of the company, so there is no touch on our system, and there is no impact. We don't have to worry any bad virus or hacking into our system. And moreover, the system is protected by encryption, and the vendor guarantee us to have a 100% control and compliance on that.
Right. So another thing I have is some staff don't have access to mobile, like smartphones. So how can they submit submissions? Because I'm just worried it's not fair for those guys.
I see. We consider that very much, and actually this is very easy to do. You can submit idea by mobile phone. If you don't have mobile phone, no worry. You can submit by your laptop on browser, because this is supported by many platforms, Android, iOS, or even Windows Mobile. You can run it anywhere and anytime you want. And on the interface, you have a very convenient form to submit. You can put your idea and your free stack here, and the system will automatically do a matching and the filter and to build the data inside of it.
That's great. Well, I can't wait to get more ideas coming through. They're just going through the roof at the moment. And then we can assess it in our Innovation Council later in the month.
Yeah, sure. That's right.
And our final visualization is the month-end winning.
All right, finally, 5 seconds ago. Here we go. All right, I'm number 1. Yeah, baby, it's for me. All right.
Oh, wow, congratulations, Wesley.
Thank you, boss. Thank you, boss.
You
It's a lot of,
did it.
it's a lot of
Wesley,
time.
I'm jealous. I'm
Thank
trying to
you.
put idea, but you are the winner, right?
Not worries. Next month, I'm gonna race against you to
Hopefully.
go for it. Okay.
Congratulations.
Thank you,
On
HR
the-
Director.
On the HR department, here is your reward.
Show me the money.
Keep the ideas coming.
Thank you. I will definitely keep it coming, and for everyone as well.
Definitely. Next
All
time I
right.
have to take this one.
Keep it going. Yeah.
Hopefully that gave you insight into the before and after the integration of our application. And now we'll talk about some of the more technical details.
Assumptions?
Okay. We would like to share some of the assumptions as the base that we base on that to develop our solution. The first one is we assume that all of the K&A employee has the idea to submit, they want to contribute to the innovation, and they just need some kind of a system to submit their idea. That's the first one. The second is we assume that the employee, all of employees are motivated to buy bonus. It may be a gift, a meal, a vacation day, or even money. Next, we assume that most of the employees prefer more on individual contest than on the group contest. However, the technology capability of the system support both of the model. It's up to your choice. And the fourth one is the user access. We assume that all of the KNN employees can easily access to the system by their mobile phone if they are the young generation, or even by computer. They have a minimum skill to submit and to use the very easy interface of the system. And the last one is the technical assumption. We assume that the innovation committee officer can provide the requirement specification. It means that can describe the rule, how to filter, how to analyze, and how to judge the idea by the value or by the number of ideas. That they can do that, so that their rule can be implemented onto the system. Yeah, that's some of the assumptions we have.
So like all good things, there are going to be some constraints. Obviously, you've got your IT compliance. The good thing with our solution is that it's outside of the organization, so it doesn't touch a lot of the systems, which makes it a lot easier to work with. The other thing we've got is regulatory compliance that we need to consider. So we've spoken with our legal team and ensured that an app like this, which generates a lot of ideas, could be an issue, but we've worked through the paperwork to make sure it's okay. But obviously you guys would have to check with your legal teams as well. In terms of time frames, something like a solution such as this will only take 3 months to implement, in terms of 3 months to get to a pilot stage where we could test it on, say, the Hanoi office or the Da Nang office only to begin with, and then use the next 2 months to work it and refine the model into something that's more suitable. Obviously, you know, something like this is there's a cost involved. It's quite relatively priced. There's a one-off cost, the setup cost. It's only $12,000, so that's $1,000 a month. That's not much at all. And then there's an ongoing subscription fee of $1,500 a month, all inclusive, including the software, the support from Bees Consulting. The additional thing, obviously, is within running the project, and then even afterwards, we would need to set up the innovation committee to sort through these ideas and manage these and decide on which ones to implement. So that will take some of your staff's time. But yeah, basically, if you guys are serious about generating innovation within your company, our solution is guaranteed to give you ideas on your desk within the next 5 months. Thank you.
Great work. You've taken visualizations to heart.
Do you guys have
Questions?
Oh yeah, I have.
You have questions.
Wesley, you're in the wrong business.
Actually, on that, we do have the Tiki Award for the best
That's a razzie. That's a
I wish I
razzie.
could
I have to
remember.
thank my collaborator, my co-actor.
It could have been that or the two Dungs.
Why? Is that the new you at work?
Well,
Actually, at work, I'm more playful than when I'm here.
I have two small questions. One, why do you think an algorithm can make better decisions if an idea is a good one or not, and not a human?
Yeah, the algorithm is more in sorting stupid ideas like A, B, C, if you just send
Ah,
things like
okay,
that.
right,
It's
okay.
not so much
It's not ideas.
coming up with what's the best idea.
Yeah,
That's up to the committee.
Okay.
It
Yeah.
also, sorry, it also goes to filtering in bad language and all the make sense of all the sexual offending words and everything. It is out basically.
It's not
So
so much to
things
filter
like-
ideas. It's to
so
filter
things like-
submissions.
We should only work
Okay.
1 day a month.
So it's just a technical screening test. It's not an algorithm that tells you that this idea is good or bad.
No, it's more to
Okay.
filter
So
submissions.
I
So like a
misunderstood
submission is just
that.
full of emoticons.
Okay.
That can be gone.
The second thing is, I have a feeling that when you do this on an individual basis,
Yeah.
you're going to limit the number of participants, because you're going to have a small group of people that will be high participants, and a big group of people that will rarely participate, and because they never have a chance to win, eventually they're going to drop out.
Yeah, but that's why we have two metrics. We have quantity and quality. So of course, if you've got a prolific generator, they'll generate a lot of quantity of ideas. But if you have that one-off person, they still might win just with one good quality idea. So I don't.
When you were talking about one of the, and it might have just come out of your specs, but I'm interested in why. I had overheard part of the conversation about maybe just random days where the next idea wins a small prize, just happening
Yeah.
randomly. Did that come out of it, or
Yeah. I mean, the
was it
solution
just,
is
did
flexible.
you just get lost in all of the
The
thinking
solution
you
is
were doing?
flexible, so you
Yeah.
could give $500 a month for the number of ideas, and then in terms of implemented ideas. It was basically, you could do it 6 months, you could do it 3 months, you could give money to change what the price is. It's
But
totally
this
up to you guys,
It
depending on
creates
your
an
budget.
unequal chances
It's
of people
definitely,
to.
it have a possibility is creating that. But from your company's perspective, you are getting number of ideas. That's matter to you rather than who gonna participate and how many people are professional. You may identify a professional thinker in your organization that gives you 1,000 ideas each month. And if you're gonna select the sample size on all these ideas, not just, the focus is number of ideas, not just the who is the participant here.
The
So
other
you're
thing
willing
with
to take a risk that most of your employees will not participate, but you will have certain group that will keep donating ideas.
The
Well,
Wesleys.
Yeah.
After a certain period of time, we will, prototype that game. We try to think, okay, which group would be the most participant? And the other thing we could think of, trying to get the one less participate here, and we have those activity for them. Okay, so here we do not want to limit innovation from our staff. We try to stimulate them. At the end of some year, we found out the school is not really active here. So we think about another strategy to apply on our platform to make sure on involved.
Actually, the other thing is we did have a chat to these guys who do work at MNCs in Vietnam, and like they didn't like the idea, or Leslie didn't like the idea of winning as a group. He didn't think he'd want to contribute because the group wins, and he doesn't want them to win. He just wants to win himself.
He doesn't want to share the jackpot.
He doesn't want to share the jackpot.
That says a lot about
No, okay, with our idea, it wasn't the jackpot that has to be divided to everybody. The whole group is getting the same benefit package, like a weekend on the beach. So
yeah.
you
think-
don't get a smaller benefit. Everybody's getting the same high level
The
benefit.
equal one,
Yeah.
but could you imagine if working in a
Sorry
group?
to interrupt. I think we'll be off track. Let's get
Yeah.
back to the project.
Okay.
Another question for you in terms of finance.
Yeah.
Well, you state
I think
there.
that's my call, actually, by the way. But go on, I'll give it this time. I think that issue is worth thinking through, and I actually would say make that
For
suggestion
both.
to both
Yeah,
groups.
I think so.
There's some embedded assumptions in both groups with that idea around the price,
Or maybe
and I think you need to explore them. But go on, we need to, because we are sitting at about 24 minutes now, so I want another couple of questions.
So you said that the RT compliance is not part of your program or your app because it sits outside the company system. I beg to differ because the information that came from our people, talked about us, is going to be built the foundation for us to change the way we work going forward. So it's us. So if I want the RT compliance to be part of that, first, would it be viable? And second, how much does that cost?
Well, if anything, it will more than anything just cost your IT personnel's time. We can work with them to figure out what is compliant.
And
what
because
is
we're a
not.
big company, we need to go through the whole vendor process. So you need to work that out and give us proposal in detail.
Yep, and we're happy
Well,
to
definitely.
do that.
What we actually want to elaborate on that on IT part is we are not touching your infrastructures. We are not you go into your intranet and build something on that, and which is require a horrendous approval, which is upset the structure for Vietnam office. What we are proposing is a cloud solution.
Right. At least you stop something from us. Something belong to us. You keep something belong to us. So that need to go through vendor process.
Sure. We can look at that.
Yeah, we can chat.
Question.
Yeah.
As the chair, I'm just going to say, at the end of the day, we're looking for creative ideas. We're looking for new ways of doing things. In your report, I think this is something that you will need to actually address. And in fact, again, at risk of going, both teams are kind of in the same position on this one. What I'm needing to see is that ultimately, I'm wanting security that my company's ideas belong to me. They don't belong to the person, they don't belong to Wesley. Wesley, if he's having a great idea, he's putting it in his system, and then he's leaving the company and then starting an offshoot company that's based on that idea. I don't want that. Well, my employment agreements will hopefully stop that anyway, but I also don't want, if you're selling this consulting service to a whole lot of other companies for you to be picking up my company's great ideas and giving them to my competitors, all right? So, and I need that security, but because we're all about innovation and creativity, just because in the past we have always taken 6 months to approve any new vendor, doesn't mean we'll do it that way this time, okay? We're leading from the top with creativity and new approaches. Bring me a new approach, don't be constrained in relation to that.
A question through the chair, if I may. Given the gender diversity of the Bees Consulting sales team, do you think you have a full appreciation of...
Are you talking about Wesley again?
Have you done any
Which
work...
character, which persona of Wesley are you talking about?
Well, all of the above. Have you done any work or thought about how this might play out across the different groups in our company, be it men, women, or in between?
We did talk about that.
Yeah, we had. Yeah, you can change the reward. The reward that we came up with initially is cash, because cash can be turned into anything you want.
Sure. So you would target the reward to the demographic.
That's correct.
Yeah.
You can play with the reward.
Sure.
And if the
Appreciate
demographic is different.
But the rest is the same then.
The rest of the whole concept is the same. It's just what is the carrot at the end of the stick, and does that carrot suit most of the demography?
Sure.
The strong point is the
customizable for
the management or the committee board can direct guide the issue they want to address and get idea from each month or each period until they fulfill their mission. And the more important is the jackpot enticing can be rolled over. If this month there's 0 ideas, next month double it up, and next month double it up, and then it keeps going for 12 months. Let's see how the effect is. We strongly believe, if the incentive motivation, it will be applied to everyone, structure even from the management.
So a bit like the marshmallow challenge, that like if it just turns out that all the marshmallows are on the ground 1 month, we move on to the next one.
Next month,
but
the reward up.
So, but if you are running a clock like that, won't people just play it?
We have two. We have two. So we have
You've got the
quantity,
two and
quantity jackpot, which is a clock based, and the quality jackpot, which is not so much clock based. The quality is,
So it's really the quantity one that's going to roll over, quality one that's going to roll over in real terms. Because at the end of the day, if I'm going into reception, I see the screen and it's the 31st of the month and it's 4 o'clock and there are no ideas, I'm just going to put something in, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
But then again, theoretically, so are all of my friends and anybody else who works through reception. Yeah, so.
But it's all right because the fixed budget already there for the whole year. You fix reward already. It's just a time to when you're going to distribute them and how to encourage everyone to participate to give the best idea or the most idea possible. So we're basing on the more idea you put in, the chances are the unique idea you can generate from them.
I have a question. Sure. I think, can't you achieve all of this just by using suggestion box and post-it notes?
No.
Imagine that you have a suggestion box in every office on every wall, and everybody can write down a note and stick it in with their name.
Yeah. That's what we have now.
Yes,
exactly.
The thing with that is,
but eventually it's a fancy way of getting the same.
Just to add to that, then, because that's an interesting point. I've heard there's this fabulous mobile phone application out there.
No.
Would this system perhaps interface with this very sophisticated mobile phone app?
It's device independent, I heard that in
Not really. We believe that technology allows to do that. They call it the responsive interface. It means that when we access the system by browser, it will show like that the full function. If you access by mobile phone, there is some page. Because the limitation of the mobile phone, it cannot show everything. We will show something on this page and the other thing on next page. But the technology allows to do that.
The thing is, using the application, it's definitely going to make things a little bit easier. The question is it worth it $50,000 or however?
Yeah, because the thing is, you can actually do it anytime, anywhere.
And it's calculated in real time.
We as a company would pay to create this application if I can get the same results just by using boxes and
Because you
post-it
need
notes.
resources to collect those boxes.
But also the boxes are not done in real time.
In
We
Vietnam,
had a
that's not a
count.
big problem.
We had a count here that showed 5 seconds. You saw the excitement in the visualization of Wesley and his gang.
Yeah.
And so 5 seconds left,
It
and
is-
he won the countdown.
Yeah.
So, it's a real-time competition. When you just, like, they have the computer games, like this turn-based strategy games, just to be a nerd. But turn-based strategy, it's kind of disappeared. Those have gone out of the, out of vogue, I guess. So a real-time strategy game is more, engaging. People are much more exciting to play in real time. So a suggestion box is just once a month, whereas this is a real time.
To address you further into the context of user experience is, it will put me off if I need to write down my ideas and then walk to the box and then put it in there. I don't know
I'm
when.
going to stop you because I want to have a photo of us all together before we finish.
Yeah, okay.
Okay,
So-
okay, we'll cut it off. We'll cut it
And
off.
I think you've fallen in love with your solution, and I want to congratulate you, but I will have small feedback for you as he has to go. So,
I had a question.
I'm not
so
quite
I
sure
can-
even how,